Shedeur Sanders can play, but will he ever get the chance in Cleveland? When Shedeur Sanders first stepped behind center at Jackson State, he didn't just break a 34-year drought, he ignited a movement. As the first true freshman to start for the Tigers since 1987, Sanders delivered an eye-opening season. Over 3,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, multiple 300-yard games, and stretches without a single interception. And his calm command of the offense helped lead Jackson State to 2 SWAC championships. At that point, the path forward looked clear. Shedeur wasn't just playing the part, he was redefining it. But as he begins his NFL journey in Cleveland, that early poise seems to matter far less than draft position. Selected in the 5th round by the Browns, Sanders now finds himself in a crowded quarterback room, overshadowed by veteran names and doubted by analysts who know the business well. As a 5th-round pick, it rarely matters how talented you are. You may never even get the opportunity to win the starting job, Emmanuel Acho explained. For Sanders, it's not about proving he can play, it's about whether he'll be given the chance to. Cleveland's quarterback puzzle. Sanders on the outside looking in. The Browns have no clear answer at quarterback going into the 2025 season, but few expect Shedeur Sanders to be in the mix. Danny Kanell and Mike Renner, speaking on CBS Sports HQ, offered competing predictions for Week 1, but neither included Sanders. Kanell leaned toward experience, choosing 40-year-old Joe Flacco as the likely starter. He's the safest option, Kanell argued, emphasizing that head coach Kevin Stefanski would likely want a steady hand to begin the season. With a Super Bowl MVP under his belt, Flacco provides the kind of veteran assurance coaches often cling to when jobs are on the line. Renner disagreed, but not in Sanders' favor. He picked rookie Dillon Gabriel, citing his NCAA record number of starts, 18,500-plus passing yards, and recent flashes during off-season practices. Gabriel led all Browns quarterbacks in reps during OTAs and minicamp, completing 58% of passes and throwing 8 touchdowns. His ceiling may not be the highest, Renner said. He said, but his game is NFL ready. Meanwhile, Sanders remains largely absent from the quarterback conversation, not because of a lack of skill, but because of NFL politics. As a 5th-round pick, he's behind both rookies and veterans on the depth chart. That reality has fueled trade speculation. According to Bleacher Report's Brent Sobleski, the Browns may pursue Kirk Cousins, the disgruntled Falcons quarterback, who now finds himself backing up rookie Michael Penix Jr. Reuniting Cousins with Stefanski, who previously coached him in Minnesota, could offer Cleveland short-term stability, but acquiring Cousins likely requires a trade, and Sanders' name is the one circulating. Trading Sanders as a rookie would be unorthodox, but not impossible, noted NFL trade rumors. Some believe Cleveland views him as expendable, a bargaining chip in a win-new move. Analyst Chris Carter weighed in, supporting the team's cautious approach. If they were saying Shedeur was the starter as a 5th-rounder, you got a real problem. The implication is clear. Earning a job in the NFL takes more than talent. It takes timing, positioning, and the right politics. Sanders entered the league with a resume full of promise and the name recognition to match. But in Cleveland, neither guarantees playing time. His future remains uncertain, not for lack of ability, but because, in the NFL, the system often decides the story before a player can write it themselves. Shedeur Sanders has never been just another quarterback. The son of NFL Hall of Famer Deion Primetime Sanders, Shedeur has lived in the crosshairs of public expectation since the day he picked up a football. Under the shadow of his father's legacy, he built his own spotlight. At Jackson State and later Colorado, Shedeur dazzled. He threw lasers, scrambled when needed, and commanded the huddle with the poise of someone born for the role. No, he wasn't just Coach Prime's son. He was the guy, a playmaker, a leader, a gamer. So when the 2025 NFL draft came around and the Cleveland Browns made the controversial move to grab Shedeur in the 1st round, it sent shockwaves through the league. Not because he wasn't talented, everyone knew he could ball, but because Cleveland had Deshaun Watson, a $230 million cents investment under center, and a city desperate for postseason success. It begged the question, Shedeur Sanders can play, but will he ever get the chance in Cleveland? The talent is undeniable. Let's not sugarcoat it. Shedeur has it. The arm strength, the football IQ, the charisma. He's the kind of quarterback who walks into a locker room and instantly earns the respect of vets and rookies alike. He processes defenses quickly, knows when to check down and when to go for the juggler, and most importantly, he's unshakable. That calm confidence under pressure, whether down 21 in a Pac-12 shootout or getting blitzed on 3rd and long, makes scouts salivate. In any other situation, Shedeur might already be penciled in as a Week 1 starter. But Cleveland is not any other situation. The Cleveland conundrum: the Browns are a team in flux, perpetually teetering between hope and heartbreak. And in Deshaun Watson, they're still trying to justify the most polarizing acquisition in recent NFL memory. Watson's contract is fully guaranteed. No outs, no easy escape. That means, barring injury or complete collapse, he'll be the starter. That puts Shedeur in an awkward spot. He's good enough to start. Some analysts say too good to sit. But barring a Watson flameout, his cleats might only touch grass during preseason or garbage time. And Cleveland fans? They're divided. Some see Shedeur as the future. Others worry this is just another chapter in the city's cursed quarterback carousel. Whispered legacy, unspoken pressure. Being the son of primetime has always meant walking a tightrope. Shedeur handles the media attention with polish, but beneath the surface is a drive to prove he's not riding his dad's coattails. In Cleveland, he faces a different challenge, not just outperforming his predecessor, but waiting, maybe years, for a real shot. That limbo can crush a young player's spirit, but it can also sharpen it. Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre. Patrick Mahomes learned behind Alex Smith. Greatness can bloom in the shadows, but greatness also needs timing, and timing in the NFL is ruthless. What if Watson gets hurt? What if Shedeur gets his shot mid-season and lights it up? What if the fans start chanting his name? These aren't far-fetched scenarios. They're part of the drama that makes the NFL feel like Shakespeare with shoulder pads. The league is brutal, unpredictable, and sometimes poetic. Shedeur doesn't need to pray for an injury. He just needs to stay ready, because when the moment comes, and it will, he has to be undeniable. The prime effect: there's another layer to all of this, the Shedeur Sanders factor. Whether Deion speaks on it publicly or not, the entire league watches his moves like stock tickers. If Shedeur excels or is stifled, Deion's voice won't be far behind. And in this media era, when narrative drives headlines, that voice is powerful. Imagine this: Watson struggles, the Browns flounder, and Deion starts hinting, just hinting, that Shedeur is wasting away. Cleveland's front office will feel that heat like a summer bonfire.